Want to get rid of the U.S. Senate. I don't like a lot of senators, to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of the Senate. We want to get rid of the Supreme Court. They want to put now 21 or 23 people, that's the real, on the Supreme Court, or get rid of it. They want to get rid of the presidency. They want to have an appointed executive running. That's a communist thing, you know? That's a communist thing.
What happens when a former president says an entire political ideology is destroying the country? That's exactly what Donald Trump just did. In one of his most fiery speeches yet, he blasted Democratic leadership, accused them of pushing communist ideas, and claimed America's biggest cities are falling apart because of bad policies. But did he go too far, or is he saying what millions already believe? Watch this.
I don't happen to be running, but a lot of very good Republicans are running. And you have a sick ideology taking place right now that, you know, hopefully they'll be defeated because they'll destroy the country if they ever take over. But this desk is like a blocking desk. No matter who gets in. If it's bad, I block. And I'm good at blocking. If it's bad, if it's stupid things like the things they want to do, we want to get rid of the U.S. Senate. I don't like a lot of senators, to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of the Senate. We want to get rid of the Supreme Court. They want to put now 21 or 23 people, that's the real, on the Supreme Court, or get rid of it. They want to get rid of the presidency. They want to have an appointed executive running. That's a communist thing, you know? That's a communist thing. These are sick people. And, you know, I said it the other day, and it maybe doesn't sound that important, but when a country goes bad, like look at the blue cities. What do they have in common, aside from massive crime? Much more crime. The Republicans have very little crime. But what do the blue cities have in mind? And also you can say this with nations when they go bad. The blue cities have something in common, crime, high crime, vicious, violent crime. But what do they have in common? They're all dirty. They're filthy dirty. Their streets are dirty. Their streets smell. Their storefronts are broken. Their trees are all gross. Everything about the place is dirty. And I don't want to mention any specific city. It's really all of them. But you go into these cities that are blue, they're crime-ridden and they're filthy dirty. They're like Washington, D.C. was a year and a half ago, with graffiti all over the place, with crime all over the place, with people afraid to be here. You had to be ashamed of your capital. Some of the most beautiful buildings built in the real time. Like you look at the Supreme Court building and they put graffiti on it. The most beautiful columns I've ever seen. In fact, our columns are going to be nicer at the ballroom. I said, I want the Supreme Court, but better. But you look at those columns, how magnificent, and then you see graffiti on the side of the building. No artistry, just bad people. But the one thing they all have in common, crime, the two things, crime, but they're disgusting. They're filthy dirty. The streets are dirty. They have people lying all over the street doing you know what. They're all the same. And this is what we're going to put in it. Not going to happen in our country.
Donald Trump didn't hold anything back in this speech. He argued that while he isn't running again, strong Republicans are ready to keep fighting what he called a dangerous political agenda. Trump claimed some Democrats want to weaken key American institutions like the Senate, the Supreme Court, and even the presidency, calling those ideas extreme and comparing them to communism. He then shifted his focus to major Democrat-led cities, saying they share two major problems: rising crime and poor cleanliness. According to Trump, those cities have become symbols of failed leadership, pointing to graffiti, broken storefronts, and unsafe streets as proof that current policies aren't working. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is clear: Trump is doubling down on his message that America is at a crossroads, and he's framing the next political battle as a fight over the country's future. With rhetoric this strong, expect this speech to spark plenty of debate.